In this video, we want to look at our sponsorship page. This page will be used to put any kind of businesses or associations that help sponsor the Fayette County Free Fair, or maybe you just want to sell ad space. This is a good place to put that as well. But there's a couple things we're going to have to look at to update this page. And the first one is to look at creating the ads themselves. So let's go to our dashboard. And here we're on the back end again of our dashboard. We're going to look down here on the left of our tools, and we have this thing called ads. Let's click on that. And we have this predefined ad places called sponsors. And it has a banner space of 150 by 50 that we can utilize to put an image in there. So we want to add a new sponsor to this group. So let's click on sponsors. And here you'll see that we already have two ads created that are the ones that we saw on our page previously. In this case, we want to click on Add New Ad. And this, just like all of our other pages and posts and everything else within WordPress, very, very familiar tools, we're just going to add a new title. I'm not sure if they're a sponsor or not, but I just for training purposes, we're going to look at Fayette County Foundation. And I went over here and I pulled up their webpage. So if you wanted to put any kind of description that you pulled off their webpage, you could put that there. We want to use image code. So it says add target and add image. What we want to look at first is the image, which would be right here. So I'm going to right click and I want to click copy image URL. We'll go back to our tool and I'm going to hit paste. And now that tells the ad where to find the picture to use for the advertisement. And then what we want to do is add target. When you click on that image, you want to take it to that web page. So we'll copy the web page, go back to our tool, under add target, we'll hit paste. And it even has a nice little tool here. We can count clicks for this advertisement. So we can actually track and watch on the back end if we wanted to go and manage and look at it and see how many times people are actually going and looking at it through your web page. Sometimes that helps in generating revenue when you go to sell your ads. But that's really all there is for adding this ad. So we're going to click over here on the right to save. And now we've created that new ad. But if we go back here and look at our sponsor page, we'll refresh it. You'll see that it hasn't updated on our sponsor page yet, so we still need to work on that page. So back in our dashboard, let's go to Pages. And once that loads, let's go locate our sponsor page. And you'll notice you don't see it here. It's because you have so many pages, you have to go to a second page. So over here, we'll go look at our second page of pages. And here's our sponsors page. Let's open it up. Now one of the tools I like, if you look right here by this last edited, there's a little button here where we can drag this edit area down so we can see a little bit more of the page of what we're working with. Now the first thing to note is if we look at this page, you'll see that it's been divided in half. We've done that using shortcodes. And remember, shortcodes are keywords that WordPress understands because it has these brackets in front of it and behind it, and it closes with a / like this using the same word. So any of this information that's inside here will go on one half of the page, and then we have another one here called last half, and that's where the remainder of that will go. So our first ad goes on the left, our second ad goes on the right. And in this case, we wanted to add the Fayette County Foundation as a new ad just for our training purposes. So enter. So we want to add our new advertisement for Fayette County Foundation to this page. Up here in our kitchen sink area, we have this little box called Insert Advertisement. Click on the drop down arrow and it'll give you some options. We want to insert a single ad, and it'll bring up this tool, and we can drop down and see the ads that we've already created. In this case, Fayette County Foundation. Single ad, allow ad places, won't worry about any of that, just leave it just like it is and click insert. And it'll automatically generate a new shortcode for us to insert that ad. We'll go over here and click update. And now that our page is updated, we can go back and check our sponsors page, hit sponsors to refresh it. And now we see that this new ad has been inserted. Now one thing to note, it might be a little difficult to read because of this white text here. But we can go ahead and click on that and test it out. And here it takes us to our page. It's a pretty simple tool. Just one thing to note, you may have to do some custom graphics work depending on the design of their images to make sure that it displays well on your page. But that's all there is to adding new ads to your sponsors page.